Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. So today, as you guys know by the title, I'm going to be talking about a burnout that I'm having currently, and I'm going to explain and go into depth and then provide some like background and everything on just like my situation and everything that I'm going through. And you might be wondering like, why are you posting about this? Da, da, da. But I think it is important because I know like a lot of creators struggle with it, and I'm friends with like a lot of creators, and I've talked to a lot of people about just getting advice and just like how to stay motivated and stay in it, because I know like going through a burnout on social media is such like a normal occurrence and thing, and it's okay because like just either means like you're working your ass off and you're doing your best, and you know a lot of people like push out all their ideas all at once and then it just like pushes back on them, and then like you know, like it's just kind of like a draining feeling. So today I'm going to be talking about that. But the current platform that I'm going to be talking about my burnout on is obviously not YouTube, because I've obviously went through like my burnouts and my phases on YouTube. But I think currently my burnout is with TikTok. And it might sound like a shocker because when I explained it to my friends, they're like, it's such an easy platform, like da da da. But they understood where I was coming from, which is great. They gave me a lot of good advice. So I'm going to share all of that with you guys today. But before I get started, you guys, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, or at least just subscribe, because I notice a lot of the viewers that I do like drag in are not subscribed. So make sure you guys subscribe and like this video. But anyways, without further ado, make sure to also follow my Instagram and the link down below. But anyways, I'm gonna stop talking. Let's get right into today's video. So I wrote down like a lot of things that I want to like talk about as far as like my burnout and everything, and like this kind of sounds like it's like a good thing. I'm like talking about it like my burnout, like I'm making it sound like it's such like an exciting thing, and it's really not. It kind of sucks. Like if you know what I'm talking about, then like you obviously get where I'm coming from. Okay, here we go. I wrote like notes down because I want to go through like every key thing. But basically, I'm going to go back to the beginning of like what I'm talking about. So TikTok is obviously like a really fun platform. I've been doing it for years. I love it. I've met so many great people through just like social media and like through TikTok, and like I built so many great friendships. I think I've like grown like a large fan base as far as TikTok, and I never thought that like me myself could do that. And what started it all was, I think, I want to say it was like 2 years ago, 3 years ago now. I made a video where I bought my mom a Chanel bag, which blew up like crazy. And I took that and I like ran with it and everything else. And it turned into like a really great opportunity for me. But what sucks is that I posted one video, and this video, if you follow me on TikTok, you know what I'm talking about. But it was my video where I was talking about, I think it was like a celebrity's house or something, and it like blew up. Like it got so many likes, and then I was like, oh shit, like if it's really that easy to blow up. And like my advice to someone is that if you post one video and it blows up and it does crazy, make sure like if you're gonna continue to post that you genuinely enjoy that, and like you know that that's something that you're gonna have to stick to for a long time. And I think when I was talking to my friends, it's kind of like finding your niche in something and just like leading on with it. And my biggest regret though is not taking the advice from these people from the start. And it's like, when you're gonna consistently post one thing, make sure you're posting like different videos in between. That way when you leave whatever you're wanting to post or whatever you're currently posting that's doing well, it's okay to like fade that out and then keep going with something else and then doing the same thing. And it will turn out a lot better for you and like, you know, your audience, and like just keeping the numbers. So if you do follow me, I think I'm going in circles with this. You know, on TikTok that I like posted, I think for 2 years now, about Kylie Jenner and her life, her house, everything else. And like for me, it was really good. Like I was getting so many likes and everything else, but I wasn't keeping consistent with like my own content, things that I wanted to post. So it got really draining to the point where like when people would be like, oh my god, what's your TikTok? I'm like, I don't know, I got really embarrassed by my content, and I think that's what sucks, because like you would see like all these videos do so well, and then like you would see like me posting like, hey guys, like day in my life type thing on TikTok that was like trending, and like it would get like 5 likes, and then like I would post like the next day like, oh my god, did you guys see what Kylie Jenner was wearing? And then I got like 100,000. And for me it was just kind of embarrassing, I feel like, just because like my content was literally so bad. Like I was kind of embarrassed, like, cause like, I don't know, like, I think it comes down to like stereotypes and like just like that niche of stuff, because like I was like a guy and I was like posting about like random weird shit. And so I think that's like to the point where I was just kind of like, and so I got really embarrassed by my content. And what sucks though is like when I decided to just full on just cut it, I started posting like content that I actually wanted to post and about me, and it was literally getting like 5 likes. And so not only was my audience ratings going down, my activity, my like, what is the word for it? Like insights, I want to say, or like ratings of everything going down. It was also like I was losing followers, I was losing viewers, like I was losing everything all at once, and it was kind of demotivating because it was like everything I built is like now like falling down. And so I think even now I'm like trying to figure out what I want to post, and it's the most unmotivating thing ever because you're seeing like everything drop daily while you're not posting. And what sucks is I hit 100K like in January of last year, and I stayed at that same amount like progressively, and I would see like other people posting the same thing and doing what I was doing, and we're gaining so much. So it took a lot for me to like just figure out like why am I not gaining off of this, and why are other people actually gaining. So like when I try to converse, like change what I was posting, it just wasn't doing well. And so I started a new account, which like a lot of people are doing, and I don't recommend that either, but I use it as like a spam, so maybe I do recommend that, I don't know. But that does pretty well for me. It's obviously not getting the attraction yet that it has to, but I know like building an account does take a long time. And so I like got lost with myself in there. This is what happens. Like I start talking and I go on like a rant of stuff, and it like I lose everything in track of like what I was talking about. But I think like what I'm trying to like get across is like I got so burnt out of posting the same thing for 2 years that like when I wanted to change, I really couldn't, because there was no viewers, there was nothing else. And then that's when you start to like fall off, I want to say, and it sucks. And I don't know. And like I would notice like when I was with my friends, and obviously them being who they are, the videos do really well, and I'm so thankful that they were able to do that with me and for me and like help me get ideas. But I think like also at the same time, when it comes down to like everything, I really wish like the content that I started posting, I kind of like let it be, because I think with a lot of people too, I will say, because I've talked to many people about this, is like when you see one thing do well, you constantly want to keep doing it, and that's all you keep doing until like it runs you down, and then like you're kind of falling off at that point, and you have to re-go the ladder, sorry. And that's where I'm at right now, and it sucks because like TikTok is such like a strict platform of like you either have to be a really good dancer or you have to be really fucking hot, and I'm none of those, or you have to be like really funny, and I feel like I can be funny, but I just don't know like my niche of content yet, and I don't know like my journey of what I want to post, and like I don't know like where I land as far as like content wise. And I think that's why it's so hard on TikTok to like grow and like get an audience and like, you know, like what you're doing and get sponsorships and brand deals and everything else, because I think like finding where you want to be takes like a really long time, and it genuinely does. But I think like when you're going through the burnout, it's like so sad and it's really annoying. But I think like once you find your spot, you're good. And that's how I was posting for that content for 2 years, because like I would know like I found the way of like getting on the For You page, what you need to do, what you need to caption, what you need to do, and like it works for the most part, but at the same time like it's a lot of work. But I think I like lost myself, and I don't know if this video makes sense, but I think it's just more of a story time of just like me ranting about everything I learned and what I'm going through currently. And I just like want to preface like where I'm at right now kind of sucks, because I haven't found my spot on TikTok and I haven't found anything. And I think what I've seen out of myself and like my content wise, I really am more comfortable like with YouTube, and I'm more comfortable on Snapchat and like Instagram and everything else, because I feel like I'm connecting to people more like with myself, because like on these type of platforms I'm really just posting for myself. And that's why like anytime someone would ask for my Instagram or my Snapchat or like my YouTube, I'm like, this is what it is, because I'm genuinely posting what I want to post, and I like doing that. And I think with TikTok it's really hard to like genuinely find what you're posting, because it takes a while to go viral, and it takes a while to like pick up an audience and everything. And So like for me, it's just like really not motivating when you're going through it. But yeah, I think that's like my rant for this. And I will say, like I said in the beginning, like the advice that I did get from like my friends and everyone else who was doing really well is look at like what you're posting in a sense, especially if you're not living off of like your platform and like you need it to do really well, is just find what you like posting and keep doing it, because eventually like it will pick up. And even if it doesn't, like that's when you find something new, and like you just keep evolving with your platform and your audience, and I think it will do like a lot better. And I've talked to even like content creators, content managers, and like social media managers as well, and like they've all said the same thing. It's just whether you I'm like noticing I'm not even centered in the frame. But like genuinely just find what you like posting and do that, and eventually it will pick up, and like eventually like you'll get an audience. And even if it's not like millions of people, it's at least an audience that likes what you're doing, and then it will just build off of that, and eventually you will have those millions of people. And I think that's like really motivating. It's just like, for me, like not seeing it now is obviously really sucky, because I'm the type of person that wants everything now and I want everything else, but I also like putting in the hard work and I know what it takes to do things. So I think like for me the most like demotivating thing is like having to wait and like having to figure it out, and that's where I'm at. So with that being said, I think I like said everything I want to say, and I know probably editing this video is gonna be a shit show because it's basically just like a rant. And yeah, so with that being said, I think I said everything I wanted to say, and I don't want to like make this whole video about me rambling and complaining about life, but I just wanted to like make this video to like know that like for people that are going through what I'm going through, like it'll be okay. Because like in the beginning I did go through a TikTok burnout, and then obviously I found what I was posting was doing good, and I did it for 2 years, and then now it's kind of like, okay, like what are you gonna do next, because this is boring and it's kind of stupid, like no one wants to see this anymore. So I'm genuinely, and like I think 2 years ago TikTok is way different than now, and I think every day it changes. So like finding something to post and finding something that's gonna do good and help you in the long run just really sucks. So yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know that if you follow me on TikTok, or you came from TikTok and you're watching this, that is why I'm not posting as much, and that's why I'm not like engaging a lot. Oh, and that was the word I was looking for earlier, engagement. But yeah, so that is why, and just bear with me while I find my spot again on that platform. But yeah, as far as YouTube, I'm constantly here right now. This is my home, my platform, something that I genuinely want to do. Like, I think ever since I was a kid, like, no matter what, like, I've always said I wanted to be, like, a social media influencer. Like, I want to be a YouTuber. Like, those were, like, the two things. Because I feel like as, like, a YouTuber, you're able to do what you want. You're able to, like, not have to keep up the pressure of posting every single day unless that's what you want to do. But I feel like YouTube has made it more comfortable for me to be okay with posting once a week and like still be okay, and so that's what I like. And so I'm learning more about that, and I think, yeah, I think that's just this video. So again, I'm so sorry. Like, if you made it this far, I freaking love you, and just know that I'm okay. I like lost my train of thought. But that is the end of today's video. Make sure if you enjoyed to like, subscribe, and yeah. I will see you guys next week with a brand new YouTube video. Bye.